Prime Minister Modi is in Kanyakumari for 3 days. He shall meditate at the Vivekanand Rock Memorial for 45 hours. And this is in continuation of his tradition before the final phase of the Lok Sabha elections. Last time, two viewers in 2019, Prime Minister Modi made a similar trip to Kedarnath and meditated at a cave. This had drawn considerable traction to one of Uttarapat Dhams. Now, the Prime Minister's visit to Kanyakumari is drawing significant attention to the Dakshinapath sites as well. Viewers, this is not Prime Minister Modi's first spiritual sojourn in Tamil Nadu. He had earlier visited various temples such as Sri Ramnath Swami Temple and Meenakshi Temple, and had also taken a dip in the holy waters of Rameshwaram. And it is not just Tamil Nadu, whether it be Veerbhadra Temple in Andhra Pradesh, Guruvayur Temple in Kerala, or Sri Kanteshwar Temple in Karnataka. It seems that an Indic renaissance is taking place in South India, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about in the next half an hour with our guest. Joining us on the show is Rahul Ishwar, political analyst. Mr. Mithun Vijay Kumar, author and activist, also joins us on the show. Mr. Utpal Kaul continues to be on this program with us as well. Mithun, I'll begin with you. First up, your first impressions of the Prime Minister, not breaking away from his habit of meditating or getting into this inclusive mode where he tries to, in fact, stay calm before a big day. It has rattled the opposition once again in 2024 as it did in 2019, but it has excited and galvanized audiences, Mithun, in 2019 as it does in 2024 once again. The Prime Minister is not only doing this for his sake or his party's sake, he's doing it in a personal capacity, but it ends up becoming a popular destination, which is definitely something that tourism in South India could use.
Yes, Vineet, definitely. The Prime Minister, like we remember, the last time he went to Lakshadweep, that became a tourist spot altogether. And his visits to temple are, actually reflecting on our cultural legacy of how we, offer our prayers to the Almighty before, any big occasion. And this is what we can see from time to time. And today, as we are discussing, Swami Vivekananda's legacy and the role of temple and our culture, I get reminded of the timeless wisdom that bridges the past and the present with the temples that we see. And our nation is at the crossroads of tradition and progress. And it's our duty to honor our heritage while embracing the winds of change. And Prime Minister Modi is an expert in that. He has this policy of Astha Bhi or Vikas Bhi, and that's what we can see. And coming to the temples of India, these are not merely structures; they are living embodiments of our devotion. And this government, and in particular the Modi government, has done a great job in cultural revival, be it the south or the north or the east. We can see that happening across the country. And from the majestic Meenakshi Temple in Madurai to the maybe the serene temples in my locality here, each temple resonates with the centuries of faith, and that's what Mr. Prime Minister is going down to. And even Swamiji believes that cultural revival is essential for our nation's progress. And he saw spirituality, art, and culture as an integral part of our identity. And our belief our belief that our temples are not some isolated structures. This will actually bridge the gap between other cultures and us. When we preserve our culture, we wield soft power on the global stage. And that's the larger message which I believe Prime Minister Modi is trying to communicate through his visit to Kanyakumari. Vineet.
Right. Mr. Kaul, we discussed about, what this means for the Prime Minister and how, there is obviously going to be some unwanted attention which comes with these pledges that the Prime Minister takes as well. But overall, when it comes to, shining a light on our cultural heritage, which is so replete with energy and, history in South India, what kind of a move is this?
You see, cultural tourism is a huge, big thing in India. It's a worldwide because nobody goes to Egypt to see some deserts. They go to see the pyramids. And so when people come to here, they want to see the Meenakshi temple when they go to South India. They want to see temples in Tamil Nadu, in Kerala. And so what I mean to say that, I give you the example. Whosoever comes to Kashmir, they want to go to Gulmarg, Pahalgam, Dal Lake. But now everybody wants to go and see the Marthan temple. Marthan temple was the first sun temple in India, and it's the 8th century temple, although it was destroyed. But to see the ruins of Marthan temple, every day nearly 10,000 people go there. So what I want to tell you, that where our Modi ji has gone, whether it's the Kashi, whether it's the Kanyakumari, whether it's the temples in Madhya Pradesh or in Andhra Pradesh or in Uttarakhand. He went to the remote temple in Uttarakhand, and from Uttarakhand, that Shiva temple itself, he appealed to people. It is such a fantastic place. I tell you to come to this place. And Modi ji's one visit will make that place prosperous, because people love him, people understand that kind of understanding he has. He has love for Sanatan Dharma, he has love for Bharata and its cultural heritage. So, if we have this cultural tourism, it will generate.
All right, Mr. Kaul, there seems to be a problem with your frame. Rahul Ishwar also joins us on the program. Rahul, appreciate you being here. For your first impressions on the Prime Minister, shining this bright light on Hindu heritage. Obviously, it comes with its own bells and whistles. What I mean by that is it comes with its own controversies and attack. But the fact of the matter is that this is the kind of exposure that these memorials need, because obviously tourism is the only way to sustain not only the legacy but the economics of this as well.
Absolutely, yes. I totally agree with Sri Mithun Vijay Kumar, who brilliantly articulated, and a very senior Utpalji who brought out the spiritual angle. See, as a proud Hindu, as a spiritualist, I'm happy that our PM is shining this great bright light. As a management student, I understand this is a master strategy of him too. Along with being a proud Hindu, a very hardcore devotee, he also knows to brand things in a very good way. There may be political subtext, nobody is saying no, but at the same point of time, highlighting Vivekananda Ashram, highlighting Jagadguru Shankaracharya, highlighting Kashi, or highlighting Ayodhya, all these places, they are the marmas of our dharmas, or they are the nerve center of our Indian civilization. Unless we highlight it, who is going to highlight? See, let us look at many Western nations, which I really respect. They might have a legacy of 500 years, 1,000 years, so be it, but they are always proud to showcase it in a very good way. Why are we shying away from showcasing one of the oldest civilizations of mankind itself? So we should rightly be able to highlight. And what is the significance of Vivekananda in Kanyakumari? It's a great thing. A young Bengali who was hardly 29 years old from Bengal came to Kanyakumari, the southern end of India, and reimagined India in its great grandeur and glory. If you are a student of history, we will understand 1893 World Parliament of Regions is a space where Vivekananda reimagined India, rebranded India. The whole yoga, Vedanta, Sanatana Dharma craze in the West started because of the 1893 young Narendra or Swami Vivekananda's intervention. So it was rebranding of India as a Vishnu-Guru. It was nothing short of what Shankaracharya with his Digvijaya did inside India. Similarly, after Buddha 2500 years ago, after Shankara 1200 years ago, Vivekananda did the Loka Vijaya or the Digvijaya for Indian culture, starting from the Kanyakumari. So it's a great space where Swami Vivekananda reimagined India. Modi ji should definitely come here. Sri Rahul Gandhi should come here. Everyone should come here. But Modi ji is spiritually inclined, politically intelligent, branding-wise a maestro who combines all this and rightly shines the light. So a proud Hindu like myself can feel the pride of the culture. A political management student can understand the nuances of cultural branding and political branding. And Modi ji synergizes this. Let us not shy away from saying this. He is a person who can synthesize things. Unlike the pseudo-seculars in our left liberal camp, he never shies away from upholding the culture and dharma. See, he upholds culture, he upholds dharma, he synergizes politics with it. This is what we should be doing. And Modi ji is proudly doing it. That's the whole catch of it. We need such people there, and especially as an Indian from South, the South Indian, I'm so proud that Kanyakumari is being being branded and given the rightful due in a very long time, after maybe decades altogether. So it's a great thing. I hope more and more people will definitely visit Kanyakumari because of this. And like Midhunji rightly pointed out, like Lakshadweep, it will become a nerve center of India's cultural tourism, where India was rejuvenated by a Bengali in Tamil Nadu in the past century.
Absolutely. Valid points, Rahul. Mithun, do you think the Prime Minister also needs to be given credit for, inventing or rather focusing his energies and our energies as well towards the softer side of politics? This is something that I don't remember any leader in his position doing in the past. Forget about a Prime Minister, not even perhaps a Chief Minister, doing some, softer angles to politics as the Prime Minister has done.
See, Vineet, we are going through a time when, Hinduism is facing the worst attacks, be from outside or be from inside. You have heard the comments from the opposition, how they were comparing Sanatana Dharma with malaria and how...
Well, they also have a problem with the Prime Minister meditating now.
Of course, there would be a genuine problem on the other side because they are anti-Hindu. Like, they have often made their political position very clear that they are against the Hindus, and be it the DMK in the south or the CPIM, what position they have taken with respect to the beliefs of Hindus. For the speaker in Kerala, Lord Ganesha is a myth, while Allah is a divine form. So that's the kind of narrations that we have heard from the left liberals or the Congress supporting parties, or from the Congress leaders itself from time to time. Krishna was, there was a statement that Krishna was teaching jihad to Arjuna. So these were the kind of remarks that we have heard. And how Hinduism faced insult in its own land was, very much evident in the past few years we have seen. So that is, coming under threat when PM Modi or the entire right-wing spectrum, the right-wing ecosystem, when they are trying for a cultural revival, it is putting others under some kind of a threat that, their narration may be, spoiled, or their agenda could be destroyed. So that's the problem these opposition parties are facing. So they would definitely object to anything that Prime Minister Modi is doing, or if Prime Minister Modi is visiting a temple, they have a problem. Prime Minister Modi visiting Vivekananda Memorial is a problem. So it's because of a particular ideology that they want to project, and they want to, the larger agenda, which is to kind of eradicate Sanatana Dharma itself. That is getting spoiled because of Prime Minister's visit, or the larger activities which the government is doing in terms of cultural revival. So, of course, they would have a problem if Prime Minister Modi is visiting a temple. And beneath each temple, whether it is nestled in the forest or on the top of hills, or whether it is on the river bank, it holds a unique energy. And it is here we seek blessings and spiritual enlightenment. And Hindu temples are actually vibrant centers of community life. They host festivals, processions, and the cultural events that bring people together. In South, if you see, music, dance, and drama, all this flourish within the sacred walls. The rhythmic beats of mridangam, the graceful moments of Bharatanatyam dances, and the soul-touching melodies of Carnatic music. All this has been, part of our culture for a very long time. And coming to the architectural side of temples, if you see, the South Indian temples especially, their architecture is exceptionally beautiful. From the towering gopuram adorned with intricate sculptures to the pillared hall, the mandapam that we call. Every detail reflects devotion and craftsmanship, and this is something that has been ignored for years. And it was actually a agenda of a particular political spectrum that the temple culture or the Hindu culture should be sidelined, but that is not happening now, and the revival is taking place at a massive scale. So of course they would be in trouble. And the temples of ours, in the south itself, you see, the Chola, Pallava, Vijayanagara dynasties, they have left an indelible mark on the design or the pattern in which these temples are built. You see the Brihadeshwara temple in Tanjavur, the Meenakshi temple in Madurai, and the Shore temple in Mahabalipuram. All these are testament to the visions of our ancestors. Our temples define us. They carry the essence of our ancestors, their beliefs, the rituals, and the wisdom, and we just can't give away that. It has to be preserved. And this government is brilliantly doing that, Vineet.
Absolutely, Mr. Kaul. this preservation zeal that you see in the Prime Minister and his government, how is that, proving to be also adding to the popularity that the Bharatiya Janata Party has been seeking, specifically in South India?
Bharatiya Janata Party, earlier Janata, they didn't have much presence in South India. But for last 10 to 15 years, we are seeing that they have a lot of, they have worked very hard in Kerala, in Tamil Nadu, in Andhra Pradesh. And earlier there was one seat in Coimbatore. And now they are working very hard. And especially I have to tell you that Narendra Modi ji has a lot of respect for Tamil language. He has mentioned many times that Tamil is the oldest language in the world, and Tamil is of course older than the Sanskrit. And one more thing I have to add here, that after the meditation, Narendra Modi ji is going to pay respect to the huge statue of Televadur, which is the greatest poet of Tamil, who it is the next to Rock Memorial. So he is going to pay special respect there also. So what I mean to say, these defeatist mentality people, they create a wedge. Otherwise, Shankaracharya coming to Kashmir, Shankaracharya going to Uttarakhand, Vivekananda from Bengal, going to South India, going to Kheer Bhavani in Kashmir and Amarnath and meditating there. We are one. We are one for last 10,000 years, and nobody can disintegrate us. So Narendra Modi ji understands this, and so he wants the unity of our cultural unity also. We must have one day time will come where people will in Kashmir ask for who will learn Tamil, Telugu or Malayalam. Why not? And we will have a school in Thiruvananthapuram for Kashmiri language, so that we understand each other very well. So what I want to say, that there are stories. What is the Guruvayur? What I want to say, that we are culturally one. This nation is great nation, it is one, and the branding of this nation is nicely doing by Narendra Modi ji, which those people who are, I don't want to use the words, I have to select the words very carefully, that they have no respect, they have no understanding. They have no understanding of Shankaracharya. They have no understanding of Swami Vivekananda. They have no understanding of our rishis, great rishis, how we are great in astrology. Our astronomical charts are 5,000, 10,000 years old. So we need to do more research about our Sanatan Dharma, so that youngsters feel proud what we are. So Narendra Modi ji is giving the total package on political side, on the cultural side, and on the business side also. It will be great. Thank you very much.
And Rahul, yeah, Mr. Kaul, good points. And Rahul, Mr. Kaul is absolutely spot on. He's hit the nail on the head that, this is also reaffirming all that critique, all that admonishment that came, from a number of avenues, including in South India, towards Sanatan Dharma.
Absolutely. And first of all, as an Indian from South, let me offer my Pada Namaskara or touching the feet of Uppal Paulji for highlighting Tamil. See, this is the legacy. By his name and all, I understand there is a Kashmiri legacy to him. So when a person who is from North, upholds the great diversity of South and highlights it, that's a great thing. Our Shankaracharya, I hardly live 200 kilometers away from Shankaracharya's birthplace. Shankaracharya, 1,200 years back, remember, 1,200 years back, traveled all across to Kashmir and founded the mutts, in various parts of India. Civilizationally, we are one. Culturally, we are one. Yes, we have various branches. Just like a huge tree, we may be having various branches. But civilizationally, Dharma is the essence of India. That is Bharat, and we should be able to celebrate that in a great way. So I thank Uppalji for those great words. I believe youngsters like me and Mithun should be able to spread that message across India so that there is a sense of cultural unity. Second, as rightly said, Let all our political parties, they come together and spread this message. Unfortunately, many of our left liberal friends don't believe in these kind of things. Like Vidun earlier rightly pointed out, people like A. Raja, I don't even want to repeat their words. People like A. Raja or many people down south, because of their divisive mindset, say some absolutely horrible things. They are demeaning themselves. They are demeaning their legacy. They are demeaning our collective forefathers. One or two mistakes or some mistakes may have happened in the past. Nobody is denying so. But denying the collective legacy of this land, of Tiruvalluvar, of the ancient Dharma, of Vivekananda, of all these spaces will definitely denigrate India. And India needs cultural rejuvenation. And from a geopolitical point of view, just one submission. See, we should learn from China at least this. China, in spite of being a communist atheist nation, actively promoted Confucianism too, even though they used to spy and do all the kinds of espionage activities at the same time. China was actively promoting Confucius. Like PM Modi ji himself rightly said yesterday, why can't we promote Mahatma Gandhi and Vivekananda on a global scale? Or our Vishwagurus, our Rishis on a global scale, our yoga, our Ayurveda, our Dhyana, our Vedas, our Upanishads, our Tamil, our Sanskrit. These all should be highlighted on a global stage. That is what makes India a Vishwaguru. See, our strength is our culture, civilization, dharma, spirituality, heritage, whatever name you want to call it, it's okay. Sometimes we get too much caught up in names. So our heritage and history is our strength. We should be able to highlight, and Utpalji used a very important word, brand it in a very positive way. We shouldn't shy away from saying this. We should brand our culture with proper things in a worldwide. Every other nation is doing this. Look at Egypt. We should at least learn from Egypt, which is a totally Islamic nation, where Egyptian government is branding the pyramids. Because they even hardly 3 or 4 months ago, there was a rally of the pharaohs and the ancient chariots organized by the Egyptian government. There even Muslim Brotherhood is strong. Even they accept, because every nation should celebrate their history and legacy. But unfortunately, in India, celebrating our history is called communal. Celebrating our legacy is branded communal. See, that's not a good thing. So let us celebrate our great icons and rishis and our acharyas. Let us celebrate such spaces. And Kanyakumari is extremely significant because there is a north-south connect, not even north, a Bengal-Tamil connect, who reinvented India in a great way. And I am happy that after a Gujarati, Mahatma Gandhi, who sent his son to Kerala and Tamil Nadu to preach Hindi Prachara Sabha, after Mahatma Gandhi, there is another Gujarati from Gujarat, Narendra Modi ji, is actively coming to South and integrating through Chengol, through Kasi Tamil Sangam, through a lot of activities. Thus, cultural unity should be fostered, and that is the national integration pledge we have always taken in our schools.
All right, we've run out of time. Mithun, concluding thoughts from you, and then we wrap up.
I would like to again, discuss on the points of preserving our culture and temples. By preserving our temples, we ensure that our future generations not just inherit stones and sculptures, but a living legacy. And that's very much essential. And like Rahulji said, 1,200 years back, we had great gurus like Shankaracharya who traveled across India to establish mutts. So, our temples and our legacy, it's like, the ambassadors of India's rich past and the vibrant present. And many temples, like I already said, are nestled in, natural landscapes like forests, hills, and riverbanks. So their preservation goes hand in hand with the ecological conservation as well. And by safeguarding these sacred sites, we actually protect our biodiversity and honor our interconnectedness with nature as well. So, but sadly, again, due to politics and all this, some temples actually languish due to this neglect. And I believe, if PM Modi continues to be in power, cultural restoration will be at its peak in the years to come. And if I have to look at the model of governance of Narendra Modi, you see PM Modi's focus on social justice, economic growth and education. All this comes from the teachings of our forefathers, our ancestors, gurus. Swamiji's vision of a Viksit Bharat, a developed India where, no one is left behind. So all that is incorporated in this model of governance. And so PM Modi's visit to Vivekananda Memorial is not merely a prime minister visiting a memorial site, but it's like the meeting of a Shishya with an eternal guru of the nation. Vineet, thank you.
All right, great points, everyone.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.